Welcome, ladies and gents. I know there's some ladies out there like Wolf, probably G-Lock with his man nipples. But this is your host, Ultra Magnus, for the new and improved Dark Side, where all facts are driven based on stats, not on thought or opinion, because Wolf and Klein have some detriment to character to me. And we're going to prove them wrong based on boards, because boards don't lie, nor do stats. So fuck off, Klein and Wolf. You guys can go fuck each other for all I care. Tonight's episode, first one of the new and many, will be NatBell, the coach of the Taipei Typhoons. Izaga's Iguanas?
Iguazu Iguanas. Yeah.
Pretty close.
He's supposed to play red today. I just realized I forgot to message him.
He took over. I forget his name, but he took over the
JNC.
JNC took over the logo for the Iguanas, which he liked the colors, and it's been quite flashy in the golden era, which people are dropping out pretty quickly. I think a lot of people are just like, oh shit, there's this, there's that, blah 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 blah. We might revamp a few things, and they might regret not joining. So,
yeah, what do we have? What do we have signed up for season 2?
I think we have. I'm gonna leave the divisions as is. I think there's 5 in C, 5 in B, and I think 6 in A, which is good because then there's more talent that goes into the draft, and there's a lot of players that are 25 overall, which will be very
yeah. I got a 25 goalie next year, so that should be
down B. So tonight's episode, we're gonna cover some material that a lot of people have been wondering, and we're also going to cover some things that people are unexpecting, put it that way. So for season 9, future seasons, so on and so forth. But tonight, me and Bell are going to report on the Shitty Bill and Bruley playoff preview and potential matchups. And then we're going to jump into season 9 details and future seasons and future drafts. So fact-based, and then Nate's going to have some questions for me. Probably pepper it in between. So based on everything that we have, this was my actually pre-draft or preseason rankings.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Which I didn't touch it all year. I wanted to see how close I was going to be accurate-wise. So
can you read those out? Yeah, I can't see.
I'm going to read them out, or I can actually move them closer.
Yeah, let's see.
This is very weird to do this. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had Segathon finishing first, Mike Vick second, Autobahn third, Unholy fourth, Richfield fifth, Gophers sixth, Sonoma seventh, and Mattier eighth. And then the lower division, I put Bell, obviously, Renfrew, Shithawks, myself, Uganda, Highland, Sumter, and Springfield. And then on the other side is Tickle Plus. I'm not going to even fucking say the name. Pitt, Alberta, Saguenay, Providence, Dinkelberg, Internationals, and Orange County. Then I had Taipei, Maryhill, Hoff, Rome, Mustangs, Caledonia, Baytown, and Sugar Valley.
Okay. How's it looking? Pretty. The Tickle Puss division spot on, I think.
It pretty much is. And it is exactly the way it is, other than Dinkelberg and Techno John switch spots.
Right.
Other than that, that's pretty much where we're at right now. And if Lloyd does not win, G-Lock gets in as the 8th seed, but Salvo has to win out, or he won't get in.
Oh, Salvo still has a chance. I heard he was done.
Just on the if he loses one point, he's out.
Oh, okay.
And then basically G-Lock will lock up the 8th spot.
Right.
Then I had you finishing ahead of Maryhill, which there's not that much of a gap between each other.
Right.
But the 1 and 2 seed haven't been determined yet.
Oh yeah, what are we at here?
Puss has got 119, Maryhill's got 118. They both have 2 games left.
Right. So if Puss wins out, he has to play Sutton, right? For
no, play G-Lock.
Oh, he's playing. No. He's playing. Oh no. Sorry. For his last 2 games. I mean,
for his last 2 games. But I'm saying for whoever ends up playing first round together.
Right.
And then I had Hoth 5th. I had Rome as 4th. 3rd in the division. Then I had Rome. Rome's a bubble team. Then Hamilton I had below, and then the next three after that are Caledonia and Baytown are the only ones that swapped.
So you had Rome ahead of Hamilton?
Yeah, I had them in the close points,
Okay.
but Sutton put together a great season, so he pushed himself up pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Then going back onto the Prince of Wales, Segathon first, and it's by a landslide. Unholy can't catch him. Pat's not going to catch him regardless of how many wins he gets at the end of the season.
Right, right.
Mike Vick, his range can be between third and ninth, so he can be eliminated if he only wins like one or two games down the stretch.
Right.
But if he wins a lot of them, he could potentially bolt himself up at the third. Potentially.
Okay.
Autobahn eliminated. First time in no, actually he won. He went to Shittyville once before.
Yeah, he went to he lost to Richfield in the finals, I think.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
So, and that was the year with Aginla.
Yeah, exactly.
Then North Bay I had fourth, but right now it looks like North Bay might finish second. But I have he can range between third and fifth.
Right.
Richfield eliminated. Gophers eliminated, but Gophers are actually higher.
So you predicted Richfield eliminated to start?
No, I placed them fifth. I put the X because they're eliminated now.
Right.
But I didn't know point wise. So fifth, I probably based on this, I thought I would get in as the 8th seed, which would have been Unholy. Pat would have been number 7.
Right.
Or 6 or whatever. And that means, Richfield would have been eliminated.
Richfield, you predicted the tank, eh? Really? Yeah.
Maybe. I have this in my video at the beginning where everybody could see it and you could see the rankings are the same. Gopher is up one spot. Sonoma's the only one I fucked up.
Right.
Because
but he like last year he was like out of the playoff picture, right? Like he wasn't.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to gauge, but he's on the playoff bubble himself.
Right.
Then Matty A. Nothing against the old fart, but at the end of the time, when you're a relic, you got to find ways to improve your visibility, I guess.
Well, he had a playoff win in the golden era. He won that. I
think he was telling me in the queue in the golden era have been helping him a lot. Yeah, so I'm curious to see how he's going to do next season. I'm not going to say it's going to be like a playoff bubble, but he might be vastly improved. And with some changes that's happening for season 9, it's going to be interesting.
Right.
Then obviously your brother, fuck him. You know what the funny thing is? His 4 losses, 2 of them were against me.
Yeah.
And he lost he lost one of them in overtime, and then he only beat me once.
Okay. Who else did he lose to? He lost to Ticklepuss.
And he lost to one other person. He lost to Klein the other day. Klein. Those are the only 3 teams that he lost to. And Sean told me too, I don't want to play first round.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, Nate, if I got in at the 8th seed, I would eliminate Sean. I'm saying it right here on the dark side. I would eliminate Sean, and everybody thinks I was fucking bullshitting. I was like, oh, you think just like Bell's easy to beat? He is easy to beat if you know how to beat him.
Yeah. I'm hoping. I guess. Do you have a chance at the? I guess you're still alive.
We're gonna get into that. Right. Fingers crossed. You never know. Then I had the Renfrew's number 2. LHX is always a lock for number 2.
He will be number 2 probably. Yeah.
Probably. It really he'll actually be number 3, but he'll be number 2 in that division because
looking at it now, he's 4 points behind Sunnyvale now with 8 games left, so he should.
Yeah, he'll likely bolt ahead of him. Right. Then I have Shithawks 3rd, which they're likely going to finish 3rd.
Yeah.
Then I had myself 4th, which I can't finish 4th. I'll finish no better than 6th.
Be 6 probably.
Uganda I had there, but I thought that's because how Piz was going to end up playing, and he had a chance to do that, but obviously what had happened. Right. Wolf I had 6th, but Wolf had a good year. I'm not going to take it away from him, but there's still a chance he might miss out on the playoffs too.
Yeah.
With 90 points and you miss the playoffs, it's like the real NHL.
Yeah.
Sumter is another one I fucked up.
Yep.
Pink put together a great season. His game has evolved. Defensively, I can't beat him now. Like he's rock solid on defense.
And he scored. I'm just looking at it now. He's got 249 goals for, which is like 4th or something, I think, in the whole league. Like pretty wild. Yeah.
And then Springfield, who's Red Sun now, he's going to take them over. So his stats skyrocketed. He beat some people
Yeah.
this season, which
Yeah,
is
pretty
pretty
impressive
surprising what
actually.
he's going to do.
Yeah.
So based on all of that,
So what were the two misses?
the two
Sonoma
big
and
whiffs,
Sumter.
Sonoma and Sumter.
Yeah.
Sonoma and Sumter were my big two whiffs this year.
Right.
Other than that, I was pretty much spot on or one or two spots off.
Right.
Playoff team wise, I would say pretty fucking close. Ottawa was the only one I really whiffed on thinking he would make the playoffs, but he's had a shit season. He should have never traded Hasek and Shanahan and everything like that. And for me, it broke my heart that I traded Solani, and everyone's like, "Why did you do that?" And you traded at the end of the season. So next season, there's no trades in season.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
no
good call.
complaining about it.
Yeah.
And for me, I think it's time that I needed to switch.
Okay, yeah. How you feeling about that? You got Alfie and who'd you get? Doan or something?
Doan,
Yeah,
and I
okay.
got drafted. I got a draft pick.
Right, you have Salvo's first this year, which
Yeah,
could be
this year and next
could
year.
be
I
good.
don't remember, but the important thing for me is I still have my first
This year.
And I got Salvo's. So
Right.
potentially I can have two top tens.
Because I saw something in like someone posted that Salvo has your first. I was gonna ask you about that. Salvo has your first and you have his. But I was looking through the like the trades and
history?
I couldn't find that at all. So
I have to check it, but I'm pretty sure whatever the trade confirmation between me and I have it between our messages, I can update it. But if I think he has my first next year.
Oh, okay.
Or I have his first next year. I can't remember which one it is. It's one or the other. But I said I need a first. No, I had his first. I said I'm not going to part with Solani.
I think you have his this year. I saw.
Yeah. So if I have his first this year and my first, and then next year he's got my first. So like I think we swapped.
Right.
So like I could draft this year, you could draft next year.
Right.
I might have two top 10 picks. Might. Who knows?
Right.
So Sam's trying to get in. So based on that, we're going to talk about teams that we think, well, obviously we could do something right away. Bell's going to be one.
Yep. He's locked into one. Sagathon's locked into two, right?
Yeah. Locked into two.
Three's up for grabs, I guess, eh?
Everything else is up for grabs, which is a fucked up thing. But
it's looking like it's either going to be what? Unholy or LHX, probably, right? For the three?
Yeah, likely. But Matty is going to be 16.
Yeah.
Springfield. How many points does Springfield have?
Yeah, Springfield's the next lowest.
Richfield has how much?
Richfield's at 39, so he'd be third lowest. He'd be 14.
Okay, so Springfield would be 15.
Yep.
Richfield would be 14.
Yep.
Then it would go to
probably Jay Pizzle or Gaelic, right? Like Gaelic will be actually Vic, probably Gaelic, I guess.
74. Does Gophers have 74?
Oh, sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Do the Gophers have 74?
Gophers has got 69 with 70 games played. He's still got 6 games to play, so he could.
Okay, so he played 2 today against Pizzle or G-Lock. So, given what's going on, I think G-Lock played 6 games today. And what's the point differential between the two right now?
G-Lock or Sutton?
Or Sutton. I don't remember who played with him.
Sutton. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gophers is at 69 points and Pizzle's team is at 61. But Pizzle's team still has 12, a shit ton of games.
So the thing we're going to do is I'll just put Pizzle in at 12. Gophers at 13.
Yeah, but I guess that Pizzle team's just going to be scrapped from the shitty bill, right? So
yeah, so basically Gophers move on.
Or do we just put Pizzle team at 16 and bump everyone up? Or
yeah, but then that means the person whoever's in 9 gets a bye.
Yeah. Probably makes a bit more sense though, eh? If
well, if we do that, I think it would make more sense for where's 14?
Then at least the top seed gets a bye then, eh?
Yeah. 15, 14, 13 goes to 12. He goes to 11.
It's actually pretty wild looking at these numbers of how
Then Autobahn is 10. So yeah, so right now, based on, or actually, sorry, Pizzle goes to 16. Autobahn goes to 11.
Autobahn's 11.
So 9 and 10 are still open. And that's why, because we have the bubble teams. Myself, I'm going to be, this is where I might be most destined for shitty, but there's still a hope in hell by the skin of my teeth and the raspberries going into someone's ass, is that if Sonoma loses both his games to Techno John,
Right.
I'm 1 point ahead of him.
And you lost both your games to Tecmo, right?
I did, and that's my kill. It happens every season. I lose to one person, and then they eliminate.
Oh man.
Sonoma, though, I beat him both twice this year. So if he gets 1 point in the 2 games, I still hold the tiebreaker against him.
Okay.
So he can lose both games or one of them in overtime. I'll still be ahead of him.
Okay.
The only other way I get in, Vic's got to fall on his face.
So you need both those, right? Sonoma to stay under and Vic. Yeah. Okay.
Because right now, Wolf's already passed me, but he's still a bubble team. Because if Sonoma wins their last 2 games, he passes Wolf, and if Vic wins most of his games, he'll pass Wolf, and Wolf get knocked out.
Right.
So then Wolf becomes 9, I become 10.
Wolf becomes 9, you become 10. Okay, Autobahn is 11.
Autobahn's 11.
Okay, and then who's
automatically? That's where we're at right now. That's
right.
These positions are locked in right now.
Locked in.
So whoever gets 9 gets a first round bye because Pizzle's team's debunked now.
Well, yeah, I guess looking at this, it looks like Gaelic could pass Autobahn. He's 8 points behind with 6 games.
Well, there's 6
So
games that were loaded.
Pass.
There's 6 games that got loaded into Discord that I don't know the status of right now.
Oh, okay.
So we'll find out. But given on that, that's where we're at. So right now, these 4 teams here are locked. So LHX, Sumter, Klein, and Unholy. They're in. Just what their seeding is likely between Unholy's between 3rd and 5th. Not Sonoma. Renfrew's 3 and 4. Shitbox are 3 and 5. So those 3 are like in their top, and then Sumter's likely in 6. He seems to be locked in at the 6th spot right now.
Yeah, that looks likely. Because like Shithawks, realistically, Unholy's gonna get 2 points in the next couple games. It's probably Klein's probably got the 5 seed, right? Realistically.
Yeah, more or less he does.
So, and then it would be either Unholy or LHX for the 3 and 4. That's
so there's still a chance for it, but I'm not gonna like force the subject. But the fact that there's still 4 teams vying for 2 spots, or 3, for 2 spots.
Right.
So
and
right now the driver's seat. Right now the driver's seat is Mike Vick. He'll likely grab one of those spots. Then it's either Sonoma falls on their face and I get in, but I get eliminated because Vic would pass Wolf.
Right. You need both of them.
If Vic falls on his face and Sonoma falls on their face, I can still get in. But then I become the 8th seed and I play Bell.
Those Vic games are huge, because he's got 4 against North Bay. He's got the problem is he's playing Richfield, I think, too. I was looking at his schedule today. He's got Richfields, which
he's got 16 games left, I think.
Right.
So if
LHX, he's got
how many points does he have right now? 71?
70.
So if he splits his season, he gets eliminated. So I'd finish with I have 87.
Yeah.
I would eliminate him. I think he holds the tiebreaker with me. So if he gets 87, he knocks me out automatically. There's so many variables.
Right.
When he plays against Unholy, and if Unholy can knock him out on all 4, he's pretty much might be missing the playoffs.
Yeah, he's got Unholy. I'm gonna look at his team, who his schedule is right now. He's got Unholy. I saw he had Richfield, Unholy, and LHX.
Oh fuck!
Like LHX is tough, but Richfield, he's got 4 games.
But this way, he still has to win 8 games to get 16 points. So if he beats Richfield for both those games, fine, go right ahead. That's 4. So you still need 12 more.
Richfield, Unholy. He's got Jay Pizzle. Okay,
so he'll play Sutton, and Sutton and Vic play well. So say he splits.
He's got Golfer Gibb, and he's got
You'll take one from Gibb. Gibb is He's
Well, I
odd.
don't, I
He'll
really
pick
have
up one game.
zero idea how those two are going to link up to actually play. Like the odds of that game happening are pretty slim, I think.
Slim to
Like,
none.
like, I don't see how that's going to happen.
Slim to none. So
You
the
know?
best thing to happen with that is somebody would have to play in Golfer Gibbs' spot to play those games. And it would have to be somebody of Golfer Gibbs' caliber.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So the way I'm kind of looking at it is that I think Richfield should play 4 games against them, but 2 of them with Caledonia.
Well, he's already got 4 of his own though. Like
Yeah.
Richfield already had. He'd have to go 6 if.
So maybe maybe Jeer.
Yeah, Jared would be
Jeer
the
might be a
closest
good,
one. Yeah.
balance for him.
We'll see. Maybe they'll make it work. Like I think they're gonna have
Maybe.
to plan something, but.
But it would be a week. It's going to be on the weekend because Vic's coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, if he can play earlier, man. Like I just know golfers like always in bed by like 9. You know, like he's never up till like 11. Where like
Why?
Vic always
You know
plays
why?
late.
Because
So
he's out on the golf course.
he's just cooked by 9:30. So
So regardless of what that is, there's
Yeah.
a lot of implications to Vic's games.
Right.
Sonoma's, if Sonoma wins, it doesn't. If he gets 2 points, I'm out no matter what.
Right.
He'll get 88 and he'll knock me out. Then everything gets a little bit clearer, but likelihood is that I could still technically be the 8 seed, but I can also fall all the way down to 10.
So you and Wolf are definitely rooting for Tecmo to win.
Oh fuck yeah!
Right? Like
Sorry, Nui. I love you, but there's no way in fucking hell I want you to win those 2 games. Especially with the fact that I lost both of them to Techno John.
Yeah,
if I had beat Techno John in both those games, this would be a different conversation.
The funny thing is, I remember watching a stream. I was like Unholy playing Nui, and it was a 4-game series. And like one of the games, Nui came back from like 3 or 4 down to send it into OT, and he lost, but like he got an extra point, and like he shouldn't have. And I remember writing like, oh, a big point or something. But it's like that could be huge, right? Like that would be.
You remember what happened to me last season? I played Vic in my
so.
last 2 games of the season. I needed 1 point, and I couldn't get it. I lost to him in overtime. I came back, so I needed that extra point to beat him in regulation. He scored. I can't remember, Vic. You can correct me. I think it was a down B. Bastard.
Oh man.
But whatever. Italians, know what? They'll fucking hit below the belt all they want. They'll grab it and they'll go for it. So either way.
Those points, they come back to haunt you.
Fuck man, they're a commodity. So moving to the other side, I might have to move my head and shift my side here.
Yeah.
Boom. Fucking door stopper.
This side's pretty locked in.
This side seems a little bit more locked in. So right now, you're the only one that's locked in at the top 3. You're 3rd. You're not moving out of that spot.
Right.
Puss in red, they're gonna have to battle it out to who's gonna get the seed. Right. If they end with a tie, I'm curious to see who has the tiebreaker. But
I think Puss. I definitely watched that stream, and I think Puss beat him twice. He definitely beat him like 8-1 one of the games. So I think he might have won those games.
Even if they split, Puss would have the head-to-head with goal differential.
Right.
So then 4 would be Nips. He's not moving out of that spot because no one can catch him.
Right.
5 is Hoth. No one can catch him based on his point total.
Well, he's still 3. Yeah, I was thinking that too, but he's still 3 down from Ellis at this point. Like he should pass him, but
he's got 6 games left.
Yeah, he'll pass him. He'll pass him. Yeah.
6 is Sutton. Sutton's not going to move.
No, 6 is Ellis.
6 is Ellis?
Ellis is at 94. Yeah, Sutton's 91.
Sutton is done his season, right?
Yeah.
So then I was wrong. So Ellis would be 6.
Yeah.
Sutton would be 7. 8. It's between Rome, Saguenay, and Providence. If Dan can't get his shit together, he goes into the wheel, which is going to be exciting. I wonder who would get Medano. Or it doesn't necessarily mean Medano would go in, but his
all of it. What is it? All of his starters or his whole roster?
All of his starters.
All the starters. Wow.
Yeah. So.
And then, so how's it work? So all, like, for example, if he doesn't finish, all of his starters go into the wheel. Whoever gets drawn just goes into the draft.
You want that player back, you got to trade up to go and get him.
That's good stuff. All right, I like
It's
that.
a good way to penalize people that are fucking around.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, yeah.
So if there's multiple teams it happens to, you'll have multiple teams losing a player
Fantastic.
that's from their starting
Fantastic.
lineup. Imagine you've been waiting for like 4 seasons. You built your defense and you're like, I got it, it's good. And then you lose that player, you didn't finish your games, and now you got to reschedule everything.
Yeah.
It fucking sets you back a couple seasons. Or you might have to
That's
trade like capital to go and get them. So
Yeah.
I find that interesting.
That's good stuff.
So 7 and 8 are still on the board because we don't know what's going to happen with.
Well, 7 will be Sutton, right? He's locked
7
in, I
is
think.
that, but 8.
8, yeah.
The bubble
8's.
team. So Rome, Saguenay, Providence. Rome has to win out. If Rome wins out, G-Lock gets
He
knocked
ties
down.
G-Lock. No, it looks like they're tied, but G-Lock still has 2 games too.
Does G-Lock have the tiebreak?
Yeah, I think he beat them both. I asked that at one point.
If you beat them both already,
Yeah.
the
I think Rome's
seed,
out. I think Rome is out.
I didn't look at all the details. So Rome is likely going to end up being the 9 seed.
And G-Lock also has to play Tecmo John, so that's like another huge. Well, Tecmo is going to have a say in the end of this. That's a huge game, actually. Huge 2 games.
94 guys, eh?
Yeah. Tecmo. Well, he was at the.
Yeah, he was at the 94
side,
tournament.
Right? Yeah.
So basically, the bubble teams right now is G-Lock and Lloyd. So Becker, those are the only 2 teams.
Yep. I think so.
So if Lloyd could win out, Lloyd would knock G-Lock out. But given how Lloyd's been playing, I think Lloyd's going to drop.
I don't know. He's got an easy schedule. I was looking today.
So actually, how many points does Lloyd have right now? 68?
58 at 58 games.
So he still has 18.
He's got 18 games left. He could get 36.
He can still get 90. So he could technically still pass Sutton, but I don't see him winning out. There's no fucking way in hell.
So he could get to 90 maximum points?
Whatever his max total is on the, like, what's up his max total points? He's got 36, but based on his record, he's 74.
Right. But I think he has an easier schedule than what he's played, so I could see him going on a run.
It's possible.
But I also can't see him getting these games in. Like, I'd be pretty shocked if he can finish 18 games, especially like trying to coordinate with people. I don't know. Yeah, it seems unlikely. So yeah, probably G-Lock. I would assume G-Lock will get the 8th.
But so that means Rome would fall down to 10 because whoever gets eliminated there is going to go to 9.
Right.
But Rome could still technically be there if Lloyd doesn't finish his games.
Yeah, true. Yeah, what happens with that? Then I guess he just ends where his point total is if he doesn't finish. Yeah, okay.
So he can still participate in the playoffs. You're just going to lose a starter.
True.
Regardless of what it is, and you do not have a stake.
I guess if he wins the shitty bill, then
this guy instead of this guy, no.
If he wins the shitty bill, then he can draft the starter
back. Your player back.
That's good.
But the thing is, though, you might be able to draft your player back because you win the shitty bill. You only move up to the number 1 spot in the draft lottery. It doesn't guarantee.
Oh, okay. You don't get the first pick for sure.
No.
Okay.
That's
I was going to ask you about that.
More excited. You have to really finagle.
Nice. Okay.
So Rome potentially could be between 9 and 10.
Rome could potentially be 9 and 10. Yeah, exactly.
It depends on if Lloyd doesn't finish, Lloyd will fall down to 10.
Right. Probably Salvo 9 then. Yeah.
Yeah. So likely. So I'll leave Salvo here just in the intern. 10 I'll leave kind of open because I have no clue what's going to happen. So then we move to the teams. I think it's
probably Chalky. Yeah.
Chalky, how many points does he have right now?
He's got 62. Like, he's been playing really well.
Is he ahead of Techno John or?
Yeah, he's way ahead. He's way ahead of this next group.
Chalky would be number 11.
Yeah. And then Baytown, I think, is clearly there.
So he goes 12.
Then Tecmo and Golfer Gibb are like pretty even right now. Although Tecmo's got 8 more games, so probably
8 more games left, or 8 more games.
8 more games than Golfer. He's got 18 left, and Golfer has 10.
So
that's a toss up. Yeah.
So I'd say Techno John would probably go to 13.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially, like if he picks up a couple points, I don't know what Golfer's going to do. So Golfer will end up at 14. Pink will be 15. And Yoda will be 16.
Probably.
So since we know kind of what the matchups kind of are, so do you want to just do a hypothetical and put people in spots?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So based on the point totals that we saw,
Mhm.
Unholy would finish third.
Yeah.
LHX fourth.
Yeah.
Klein fifth.
Yeah.
Klein LHX first round.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Yeah.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I really want to be a dick.
Yeah. What?
Vic is gonna go 9, Nui 10, me 8, and Wolf 7. Just for
Wow.
fucking argument's
Wolf
sake.
7. Okay.
I gotta it's my show.
Well, yeah. All right. I think we can like break down the potential, like the different options as well.
Also, because Nui, me, and Vic are similar skill sets.
Right.
So doesn't really matter, interchangeable. Then other side, I have a feeling Puss is gonna be number 1.
Yeah.
Maryhill 2, G-Lock 8.
Yeah.
Fishies are gonna be 10.
10.
I got a feeling Salvo's gonna stay where he is.
Yeah.
But Dink has moved up now to 13. Surprisingly, from 50.
Passing
Techno John, I think. Because if Techno John loses out, then Dink's gonna like stay where he is.
Right.
Or maybe move up a little bit. He's got 6 games left.
Right.
Or actually, you know what? We'll put Techno John at 13, Dink at 14. Just to keep it clean.
Okay.
So now we have our matchups. Who do you think you want to start with? Let's start.
You want to start on our side or
yeah, right here. I hate when you're doing a video, you have to kind of like.
Okay. So what is this one? Can you read these out?
Providence, Caledonia.
Providence, Caledonia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I don't know. Like you'd think that would be a cakewalk for Providence, but Caledonia upset Gaelic, I want to say last Shitty Bill.
Yep. But this is the thing though.
Yeah.
What is their season series? They haven't played yet.
No, they haven't played. Yeah, I don't know. Like you'd think Providence would win that. You'd hope. You'd hope he'd win that, yeah.
So we'll see Providence moves on.
Yeah.
I see the series 4-3.
4-3. Interesting.
4-3 4-3 in Caledonia's swan song.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll go 4-2. 4-2.
4-2?
Yeah.
I'll put you in blue and me in green.
All right. 4-2 Providence, yeah.
No, I'm just putting your B for Bell. Magnus, just so we know. Actually, Magnus. Bell. Just so we know what the colors are. Okay. Then it would be Baytown and Techno John.
Oof. Didn't they play last year or something? I want to say in Shitty Bill.
I think Techno John came in cleanup.
Yeah.
I can't remember for who.
I think they might have played last year. I want to say actually, if I'm remembering correctly, Tecmo beat Baytown last year, but I might not be right about that. But I would pick Baytown in that one, I think.
I think Baytown 4-2.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 4-2. Yeah, I'll go the same. That would be a pretty good matchup, though.
Baytown's improved. He's the new Caledonia. He's improving like Ellis was.
He's pretty good, yeah.
Then Dink in Sugar Valley. This one's an interesting one. Dink could be sneaky hot, like he's shown tonight, or it could be a dumpster fire.
Yeah, I'll go Sugar Valley. I think he's improved a ton as well. I said that earlier in the year. I was like amazed. Sugar Valley, like I think I'll go for 4-1. I think he would win that.
4-1.
Yeah, Dink has improved as well, but I think Sugar Valley is rolling. He's my wild card pick here.
I'm going 4-1 Dink.
4-1 Dink. Wow.
I don't know. I honestly think Dink has shown me this year, and since he came back, that he's improved drastically.
Yeah.
The fact is, he's beating guys that he was getting land-based by before. Now he's not.
I like that little Dink face there. Yeah. Well, I guess before we recorded, Yeah, Magnus was looking at the box scores, and Dink just beat Lloyd, who did he beat? Gaelic and
Beat Lloyd and Gaelic.
oh, and Richfield.
And he swept Richfield. So he won 4 of 6 games.
Right.
So the shows that is he's got caliber that he can beat some of the top end guys. Because on any given night, Gaelic could be Sean Bell.
Yeah,
or he could
I know.
be
Yeah, he's got a
Matty
huge
A.
range. Yeah.
He's
I agree.
fucking one of the worst. He's in the conundrum in himself.
Yeah.
Salvo Yoda. Salvo should win because Salvo is not a high scoring team, but Yoda's drastically improved.
Yeah, he has
really well in vintage, not vintage, golden era. He played really well. Like his record doesn't really show it, but he's competing with guys on similar level. But even in the W, his point total this season compared to last season, I think he's like 20 plus points more.
9 OT losses. I'm looking now. Like I think I tied him, I want to say, in the season. Like I was like really impressed. I like wrote, oh, he's going to surprise people, and then he just got destroyed. But no, he's like, he's not a walkover. I like Salvo will win because you won't be able to score against him. I would say 4-1 Salvo in that.
I'm going 4-3 Salvo.
Okay, I could see close games, but Salvo's just really hard to score on. Like
that's the tricky thing. If you get 2 goals on Salvo and you play strong defense, you might likely beat him.
Right.
Okay. So then we got Salvo and Dink.
Salvo and Dink. I've got Salvo and Chalk in mind. That's a toss up for me. I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably go Salvo. I'll go Salvo in 7 in that one.
Yep. So Salvo, Baytown, and Providence.
Oof. Could see an upset there. Honestly, I'll go Baytown. Yeah, I'll go 4-3 Baytown in that one.
I'm thinking the same thing. 4-3. He's gonna pull off like 2 or 3 overtime.
Yeah, I could see that.
Salvo and Gier.
Salvo and Gier. Similar player. Like Salvo's just a bit better, I would say. So yeah, I'll go Salvo 4-2, probably 4-2.
I'm going Gier.
Gier, interesting. Yeah,
Gier
possible.
In 6.
I feel like the side's pretty wide open. Like I could see
it's an interesting side. This side over here is a hot fucking mess. When we get to it, you're gonna be like, well, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, we'll move on to this side now.
Okay.
Sonoma, based on the hypotheticals, Matty A.
Oh, Sonoma, yeah. Sonoma will put up a bunch of goals on Matty. Yeah.
No offense, Matty. You've improved drastically.
Matty's defense has improved a lot, actually, but Sonoma is a tough matchup. Like he
tied Segathon.
Yeah.
He's beat some people, so he's losing in overtime. So he's been playing. He lost only by 1 goal to Bell.
I watched one of his. Okay. Oh, I watched him play Dink in the golden era.
He beat him. He swept Dink.
Yeah, he beat him. He was like, he looked a lot better. He was connecting on some one-timers. I was impressed. Yeah. He's improving for sure. Yep. But Sonoma's he's an animal.
Different class. Gaelic, Richfield.
Well, is Richfield gonna play with 2 hands or continue his one-handed I have a question. I have a question for you here before we start here. So how does the draft work in terms of the lottery? Like, for example, if Matty A makes a run to the finals, but he loses in the finals, will he then be placed with like the 14th best odds or whatever, or 15th, or like second best odds? So it's based on
this tournament here going forward is going to be completely different.
Right.
But this bracket right now for this season, if you get to the finals and you win, you get the number 1 seed for the lottery. That's it. Right. You're not guaranteed the top pick.
Right. Number 1.
The person who lost in the finals, so everybody else who lost is based on your regular season record.
I like that. Yeah.
So just because you ended up down here doesn't mean you're guaranteed to move up.
Right. So if Matty goes to the finals, he doesn't get penalized for. Yeah, no, that's way better.
Nope. Yeah. And the big thing is too, it's only the top 10. So the 10 weakest teams are the lottery, or 9 weakest. Right. Whoever wins this gets number 1.
Gotcha.
Next season, it changes. Anybody who wins this is only going to be 8 teams, and it's going to only be the
right.
bottom 8 teams.
Right. Okay.
Nobody else has a chance for it. The only other 2 that have a chance will be the mid 8. So the ones who just missed the playoffs and the ones who are just above bottom 8, they will compete for 9 and 10 slot
in the lottery to get
in the lottery. So their opportunity to win and move up is to get into the back end of the lottery.
Gotcha.
Then everybody else is based on record.
Okay, so in this tournament, the top 10 or top 9 plus the winner are in the lottery, and then the 11 through 16 are just like in order of record. Oh, okay, nice.
Just for this season. Next season is going to be broken into basically 3 brackets.
Right.
So you'll have the bottom 8, mid 8, and then the top 16.
Yeah, I saw you wrote. Yeah, I like that.
So the mid 8 are only competing to get to the back end of the lottery.
I like that. Okay, still incentive.
Everybody else is based on record. The Bruley remains the same. You're eliminated in the finals. You're second, you're third, you're second last.
Oh, okay. So that's not
because this is based on real characteristics. Doesn't matter. Like when the Habs went to the Stanley Cup and lost to Tampa Bay in the COVID lockout year, they ended up getting the 31st pick overall.
Interesting.
It's
but they were like
because they finished in the finals.
Okay.
So it will be the same thing for just the Bruley. Bruley will always remain the same. It's based on where you finish.
Right.
In the bracket. So if you had the 3rd best record and you're eliminated in the conference finals, right here, is if the person that you will that on the other side has a better record than you, you get a better draft pick than
right.
Even though you're eliminated at the same spot.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I like that. Wow. Okay, so knowing that, I'll go. So Richfield will have incentive to try then. So, yeah.
So regardless of what happens with Richfield in this, he still owns his 1st overall pick.
Right.
He still owns his 1st.
And Maddie's and Yoda's, right?
And Maddie's and Yoda's.
Okay.
So Maddie's and Yoda's likely are going to be 2 and 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And his
is
he
now
can get into number 1
if he wins it. Yeah.
He turns on the green light and goes.
Wow. Yeah.
Given somebody who's in such a disarray, Gaelic's going to be number 4.
Actually, yeah, I could see
injury to insult. You want to fuck around and like
the 95 gods will punish that kind of behavior,
Blair is a fucking character. He's doing his Nostradamus fucking misleading. He's like, look at the wonderful bunny, and he's jerking off below. Like, I'm gonna get all the top picks.
Yeah.
I want to see him lose, and then he's gonna be like, because based on his record, he should probably get 5.
Yeah,
based on his record.
Yeah, 6, something like that.
So what do you think what that series will be?
I'll go with Gopher too. Yeah, we'll go Gopher in 7 on that one. I'll go 4-3.
Okay. This one's gonna be interesting.
What is it? Autobahn.
Only reason why I say that. So Autobahn, Red Sun.
Oh, okay.
Look what he's done with Springfield. Yeah. Look what he's done with Springfield since he's taken over.
Absolutely. That was
Autobahn,
like 0-28 when he took that over, I think.
Yeah, Autobahn is roller coaster ride.
Right.
The hockey gods, if they pray to him, Will should be able to win. However, I'm taking experience over inexperience any day of the week. 4-1.
Okay, I'll go 4-2. I think Will might get 2. I don't know. I've never seen Will play, so I'm just spacing.
I've played against him.
Okay.
He beat me in the queue in one game, and then the other one I beat him.
Okay.
But he's improving.
So he can play, yeah.
He's got those quick twitches from his fucking kid thumbs. They're still limber.
Yeah.
Given what we already said regarding Pizzle's team, doesn't matter if Vic moves on.
Right.
So that doesn't matter.
Vic and Otto. What's the other one? Gopher and
Sonoma.
Sonoma. Those are tough. I'd probably go Vic over Otto. Like 4-2, something like that.
I'd say 4-3.
Yeah.
They play each other tight all the time, so it's gonna be a toss up.
It'd be a defensive struggle, yeah.
Then I think the Pinot and Gummies run.
Oh,
I think Gopher takes it in 7.
be an interesting matchup, eh?
The only reason why I say that is because Dewey likes his wine too. So we're
For run,
if we
yeah.
were like going into season 9, I'm gonna tell you it's the Wino Cup.
Wino Cup, yeah, yeah.
Wino Cup.
Okay, okay.
I gotta write it down.
Yeah, I actually think Gopher would match up well with Sonoma too. I'll say Gopher in 7 for that one as well. I think I'd agree.
Then Vic and
Vic and
Gaelic.
Gopher. I think they just split, I want to say, not
They
too long
did.
ago. That would be a
They
good
did.
series. I would think Vic in a series. Like Vic's really good. Yeah,
Then
I would
that's
go
where
Vic.
it's like flip the fucking thing. You don't know what version of
Yeah,
Gaelic you're getting, what
yeah,
version of Judd you're gonna get.
yeah, exactly. But late night, Vic only plays late night. Oof, that could be rough.
And then Vic and Gier.
Vic and Jer.
No offense to Gier, he's outclassed.
Yeah. I think that side, like that side's gonna win it.
Yeah. I think Italy's gonna win it in 5.
Wow. Does Vic have his first round pick this year, or is that in
He's traded it.
to Tecmo, right? In that one?
I
Yeah,
think
how
he's
many of
traded.
these guys? Yeah, I wanted to see like who has their how many in the
I,
shingle
I'm
actually have
I'm
their
not
pick.
going. I'm not going based on that
Yeah.
because regardless, I've gone down that path too many times myself, trading my first overall
Yeah.
pick for getting
Yeah.
fucked. Remember, Martin St. Louis ended up with your brother because I lost to Salvo, who I traded that pick to Salvo, and then
Right.
Salvo flipped it over to Bell.
For
And then he
Alfredson,
got
which
Martin
then
St.
came
Louis.
right.
And then the year before that, I traded it and somebody else traded up to get it. I don't remember
Is
what
that
that
a
pick was.
Ginla maybe? One of those or no.
No, it was the Aguinaldo one. I traded my first to Richfield.
Right.
But I got to the finals and won it that year, and then he ended up getting the first overall pick.
Yeah, I guess the question I have is like if you like obviously for you you're going to try to win it even if you don't have your first. Like do you think that's everyone has that mindset? Like Salvo doesn't have his first, he'll try to win, I would imagine. Like I can't imagine not trying to win if you don't
The way I look at it, it's more. That's why I'm kind of going with the new setup next season. Is that it's
Right.
more of like pride of winning.
Right.
Like if you
Right.
can pull off a win, then great, go ahead and do it. But
Oh, I think that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to like be in the odds but you don't get the pick automatically. So that like definitely disincentivizes tanking, which is clear, like
it
especially
does.
this
But
year.
at the
Like,
same time, too, it kind of makes you wonder. I like if I'm in a bracket and I'm playing against somebody and it's like win or go home. I don't give a fuck who's in front of me. I have to
yeah, I would
play and win.
imagine you're gonna try to win. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly right.
I'm
So
not gonna.
yeah,
I'm not gonna like. I do it in the same thing in the regular season. I'm like, if I got a 2-game set against you, like, I'm
yeah,
trying to win. If
yeah,
I
yeah,
lose the
yeah.
first game, I'm coming out full throttle the second game.
Right,
You and
right.
I know best about each other and how we play.
Split every
Too
game.
many fucking
Uh,
splits and
uh,
ties and OT
uh,
losses.
yeah, yeah.
But what would you think the final would be? Italy?
Yeah, I'd go Vic. Vic 4-1 probably.
Okay, let's get to the hot stuff
All right.
because I'm salivating just looking at the matchups because there is some fucking interesting ones.
Yeah.
Really, the great thing is about the Brewing and how this league has evolved. From the first season, nobody really knew what was going on. Second, third, fourth, you're like, okay, you kind of got an idea. Now, where the skill set has elevated, anybody could win.
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
matchup? What's your poison?
100%. Yeah.
You
100%.
don't
These are
know.
like you're
You
looking at
really
these
don't
matchups. Yeah.
know.
There's no like gimmies. I don't think at all.
No, there's not. So let's start here. Is this is an interesting one. Sutton against Red. Hamilton versus Maryhill. The reason why I think Sutton has a fighting chance, I still don't think he's going to win the series. I think he has a fighting chance, is Sutton can score in bunches. But if he can't score, he's a player that needs to score quickly. Because if he's down 2-1, 3-1, and going into the third, he struggles to try to do it. He relies too much on his down B instead of trying to set up to get that goal. He's a down B guy. So, and Red hates the down B. Red, you know that you're never going to see him do a down B. So you can rely on that you just got to play defense against them well. If he throws it down B, red, you're going to get thrown into a fucking pool. And when we go to high, we're going to throw you into Klein's bathtub and drown you. Whatever it may be. But I think Mary Hill takes it. I think 4-2.
Yeah.
It's a hard one to really gauge, but I do think Mary Hill.
Red's just on another level right now. Like he's just slaughtering
it's all those
people.
fucking
So
snakes he eats.
man, he's crushing people. Yeah, like if he gets on a roll, I think it would be tough to, especially he's pretty good with the manual. Sutton relies a lot on the one-timers. Yeah, I would say probably 4-1, but I think a close series. I think
series...
we should. That's the 2-7, right? I think we need to flip me and
no,
like the pit, because they would be in
3-6.
But they would be up there, right? The Pit and Caden would be up with Ticklepuss in the 4-5.
No.
What, the 2?
I know everybody thinks about that 1-8, then it goes 2-7 at the bottom.
Yeah.
Then I go 3-6 at the top, 4-5.
So the 4-5, the winner of 4-5 plays the
winner of 2-7.
Okay.
I know everybody thinks it should be 2-7 versus the winner of 3-6. Yeah, I see what it is. But the thing is that you can't really tell if 6 is going to be 3.
Well, I guess that's the
at this
argument.
level, it doesn't really matter.
Is there going to be like because I know some leagues, I'm not even sure, but like reseeding. I don't like the reseeding personally, but
but then okay, I'll just have to fuck you.
Like if there's an upset, I think just keep it with the brackets.
Okay, so we'll flip this around a little bit. Oh fuck. That first round is not going to be fun for anybody. Especially the outcome afterwards. Okay. So 1-8, 4-5,
yeah,
3-6, 2-7.
So you picked red in what, 4-1?
4-2.
4-2.
I think Sutton will take one in overtime. He's sneaky in overtime.
For sure.
And he always finds a way to battle back late. And if he downbeats red late in a tight game or something like that,
just
down
melt
by one, red's gonna fly off the rails, and then probably that's how Sutton will win in overtime. Is that red's gonna be pissed off.
Right.
You against Ellis.
I don't know. That's a toss up.
Alberta Hacks against Type A. You guys have had splits in the past.
I beat him twice this year. I beat him in regulation. I beat him in overtime. But yeah, we usually split. Like he always has given me trouble. So
yeah, it's his manual goaltending and his defense has gotten really tight.
Yeah, this matchup's locked into. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think I was second best goals against. He was fourth. So like every game's gonna be like 2-1, I would imagine, and
or 1-0 or whatever, something like that. It's gonna be very low scoring.
I think it's a toss up. I'll pick myself in 7, but he could.
I was gonna say you in 7.
Yeah.
But if there was gonna be an upset in the bracket at all,
probably
on this side, it would be that one.
Yeah.
Either you'll win in 7 or he'll win in 7.
Yeah.
But I think you win 4-2. It might just get to him, and you think 4-3 because you've played him more than me, and I don't like playing Ellis because me
He's
and
good. It'll be a fun series. He adjusts too, so it'll be a fun series. Like I think it'll. I'm excited for that one.
So, Mary Hill, Hoff and Pitt.
This is
oh fuck.
Might be the best matchup of the first round here. I honestly have no idea with this one.
The great thing for Hoff, for a change, he doesn't have to fucking play puss in the first round.
Right.
He can actually have a chance to get out of the first round.
But man, he had like, I want to say Hoth has had, he had puss, he beat Richfield, and then he had to play Colin. And
he's always had a fucking juggernaut to play against.
He's always had tough matchups. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know.
I you know what? The thing is with Nips, as much as he's elite as all, he can beat anybody. His Bush Light's going to determine how he's going to play.
Yeah, Hoth is he's a smart guy too. He'll know to play later
Nips,
on.
If I were you, I would get a bidet or a chair with a hole in it so you can shit at your desk because you're going to have the runs all night when you know you're going to have to play against Kate.
So you think Hoth? Interesting.
4-2. I think Hoth takes it 4-2.
Yeah, I really don't know. Like,
because Caden's goaltending.
Yeah, I know. Like,
there was a level. There was a level where I thought Caden was like top 3. I think Caden has the best manual goaltending in the league. When you play him on a regular basis, he's extremely difficult to score against, regardless of who else you play against. Your brother just sits and then he kind of reacts. Where Caden moves
Like
his
pure
goal
manual,
around.
you think, huh? And, well, I don't know. I'm looking at the goals against, and like Sean's at 94, Caden's at 121 with change. So I don't think I can agree with that one. But yeah, Caden's like lights out, and he locks in the playoffs too. I honestly have no idea with this one. I'll go Pitt just to be different. I'll go Pitt in 7, I guess. What did you pick? Hoth in 7?
6.
In 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel good about that one, but
I'm just moving Hoth ahead just for
yeah,
some discussion
yeah,
purposes. It's my board too, so
yeah.
you have your door in the back of your behind you.
That's right. I'll put it on one
You
of
can
these
get some
mats.
permanent markers and just freaking write off.
Yeah.
Puss and G. Puss is gonna win,
Yeah.
but G's not gonna be a pushover. This is his King Raph situation
Yeah.
from
That's
season
true.
1.
That's true. That's true.
If you weren't around for season 1, everybody thought King Raph's gonna steamroll G-Lock. G-Lock beat him in game 1.
Right. Right.
Beat him in overtime too. So
G-Lock has gotten so much better. Like his like
his
that
streaming
seems
is
like it'll be a
tight too.
shootout. It'll be a shootout, that one. Yeah, hopefully they can get that like dual stream action going that he has. Yeah, Puss will definitely win, but that'll be, I'm gonna say 4-2. I think G-Lock could take 2 from him. He's good.
This is G-Lock's first time back in the Bruley since season 1.
Right.
First time back.
Yeah, I think he'll get 2 off him. Like G-Lock beat me like 6-1 this year or something. He absolutely destroyed me.
He's streaky.
What the fuck? Yeah.
But I think
He doesn't play enough defense to beat Puss in a series, I don't think. But
I think him trading Bure did help him.
Worked out, yeah. Shit, like.
But Puss is just too much for him.
Yep.
Literally too much for him. All right, Red against you. I know it's you. Shut the fuck up, Sam. I know Segathon wanted that, so you can hear ourselves. Sam, be quiet. I know you want to pick yourself over Red. I would like to pick you over Red.
No, I don't think so.
I just think I'm not gonna see he's gonna steamroll you, but I got a feeling he's gonna be overwhelming.
Yeah, I think so too. I have to be like basically playing my best to beat Red, and I don't think I am.
There is one thing though about Magnus and his board. I make things happen. I do think you'll beat him in 7.
Wow.
Reason for that.
Yeah.
Reason for that. You've never made it to the conference finals.
No, I have twice.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh, season 5.
Season 1. I mean, first season 2, and I think 5. Yeah, season 5.
You lost.
I lost to Colin, I think. I lost to. No, Sagathon's beaten me before the conference finals the last 2 years, I think. I think I lost to Colin in the conference finals, and I lost to Puss in season 2.
Yeah, so you've gone twice, and the other ones you've lost in the divisional.
Yeah. I've lost in the divisional 2 straight years, 2 Sagathons. So yeah, Red would be a brutal. Like I think he's a bit better than me. I would pick Red, but I'd probably go Red in 6, 4-2 Red. I would pick in that one.
Too much red meats might slow him down.
Yeah. Hopefully he's on the meat.
You eat horse, he eats beef. So either way, how does it actually taste? Like chicken?
The horse? Yeah, not great actually. Yeah, not the best. It's like
I wonder if they gave you the asshole.
Yeah, something, man. Well, I had the milk too, which was just that's a whole nother ball game. I didn't even know horses had milk, man. Yeah. Yeah. So you're picking me, and what's the series for that one?
You want to hear? I'm picking you in 7.
7. Okay. I'll go red in 6.
Okay. Now we return back to the upsets in first round. Hoth, Puss. Does Hoth get over the hump?
Fuck, maybe he matches up well.
Puss is very beatable. It's whether is he streaky that night where he scores 7 or 8 on you and you're like, I just can't do shit.
Right.
Or is it a tight game and you can squeak it out?
Hoth knows how to play him, but I don't know. I think I would pick Puss again in that probably. Again, like said, I guess I have Pitt and Puss, but
so say it's Pitt and Puss. Either way, you're playing.
I'd go Puss. Either way, I'd go
win either way.
Yeah, I think so. 4-2.
You and Puss. The immovable object versus whatever the fuck the saying is. But
And I have red and puss. Okay.
you have red and puss. I have you over puss in 7.
Wow.
I think this is your year.
Wow. I don't think so.
I do. And fuck you, everybody, if you think it's just because he's on the video with me, I'm being nice. Bell deserves to be in the finals for a change, other than the other Bell, and we're going to get to that later.
Right. All right, so I got Red and Puss. I did watch their Q series where Red won 4-1. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, but Puss's Q team
is not that good. Yeah. Well, the Red team is absolutely stacked in the W. Like right now,
But
he's got like
state of the W. This season, his team goes to dog shit after the lockout.
Yeah, I know. It's only good for like 2 more years, but man, it's stacked right now. Like looking at their goals for and against, they're like identical. Like they both played the same amount of games. Puss is 296 and 137. Red is 294 and 141. They're like identical. Yeah, I don't know. I would probably lean Puss in this. I'll go Puss in 7 in this series. But I don't know.
When you look at it, like both divisions are evenly balanced.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can't be like, oh well, he's in a softer division, that's why he scored more and gave up less.
True.
Both of them have to go through the same fucking juggernaut.
Yeah. I never really thought of that, but
so you have Puss in the finals again.
I'll go Puss in the finals again. Yeah.
He's turning into Corey Perry, who goes to 3 straight Stanley Cup finals and loses it with each 3 teams differently every year. Let's see if it's his year or not. But I think it's not his year, and you get there.
All right, I hope so.
All right. This one's true to my heart.
Here it is. Yeah.
The so-called number 2 in the W. The only thing that he's number 2 at is taking dumps. So Wolfie, little puppy, pat him on the head.
Oh, happy birthday, number 2 as well.
Yeah, happy birthday, number 2. Go take a number 2 by number 1. Segathon, well, we all know who he is. This is going to be a battle of down Bs because there's going to be a shit ton of them. And the funny thing is, ever since Segathon and everybody else started doing it, Segathon's done it less.
Yeah.
It's funny, but I've played him. He does maybe 1 or 2 a game. He uses them timely, where fucking Ed's throwing them at your net in like a hot mess. And he thinks it's a part of my toolbox. That's his only tool. It's his only tool. Singular. It's like when you have no more guns, you take off your shoe and try to kill the person with your shoe. You better be wearing steel toe because that's the only thing you're going to be able to kill him with.
So you're thinking he has no chance in this?
It's so hard for Wolf because him and me are like this. It's like every year. It's like
every year. Yeah.
Every year. Yeah. And when I play him, I take pride in beating his ass. Right. But he's cheap. The reason why I say he's cheap, and this is fact-based, Wolf. So you better get your ears clean, get your Philadelphia fucking cheesesteaks out of your ears. Wolf down Bs on the first shift. Wolf down Bs when he's up 4-0. Disrespectful.
Just sends a message.
And Wolf, you say you're fact-based, your fact's full of shit. Now go take your number 2 again. Wipe your butt properly so when you do a down B, make sure it's valid. Not, I'm using it because it's a part of my awesome. And it's a snapperoo action. It's a down B because that's what it is on the control. So fuck off. And B is the second letter of the alphabet.
You're saying no chance. Wolf has no chance against.
I'm gonna do this just out of spite. 4-0. 4-0. Fuck him.
I think Wolf has gotten better. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, he's gotten better, but he's playing Segathon. Segathon's been to the conference finals or further almost every single season.
Segathon's pretty annoying to play in the playoffs.
And his laugh, if you played against him in audio right now, you played against him at fucking the tournament in Toronto. He is giggling. His fucking gets under your skin.
Yeah, I'll go for 2. I think Wolf can get a couple off him. He's played him enough now. Yeah, I'll go for 2.
So me and Bill were just talking as we were switching over to the next connection. I said, why does my video seem so grainy? It's probably all the jizz from my camera. Or all the spitting I do. Who knows? Either way, It's all good. So, moving on to the next one. This one is somewhat dear to me in a weird way, and I'll explain why. Sumter, great guy. If you haven't met him in person yet, but one of probably the craziest drunks I know.
Yeah, I've heard some stories, eh?
Yeah, but he's a fucking howl.
Okay.
Great guy. Virginia, good guy. But then you get our fellow Canadian, Pat, who, what the fuck? Why is my finger not working? Pat, unholy. You met Pat.
Yeah, Pat's a beauty.
You remember what he said when Sutton left?
Yeah, he wanted to
pretty,
win that game. Yeah.
yeah, no, but remember what he said? I'm gonna say it. Sorry, Pat, but yeah, he says, "Man, I hate that fucking guy, but he's funny."
Yeah, I just remember him wanting to win that last game, but
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But
yeah, I don't.
me and Pat are very close. Pink and I spoke. I was up north about 2 years ago when we started the league, and me and him talked for like 5.5 hours on Discord. It was
Nice.
what 2:30 in the morning or something. So we got to know each other quite well. And me and Pat have talked numerous times.
Right.
Pink's game is elevated to another level.
Yep.
If you've played him recently, and anybody who's out there that has played him recently, it just seems like the game has clicked on to a slower pace for him to take advantage of teams. And he's doing it at a ridiculous click right now. However, Unholy has done the exact same thing. He's slower than everybody else playing his games, and I think to some reason he's got a rationale behind it, because when you really see his game play, it hasn't changed. However, he's just more effective. He's not taking silly risks anymore. He tends to do less of his reliable behind the net. He's scoring in different ways, which makes it extremely difficult for teams that have clued in. It was like that playoff series I played against LHX, and everybody thought the book on me was just for one-timers. And then I pushed LHX to 7 and lost him in overtime. And everybody said, even Segathon says, whatever book I had on Magnus, I have to throw it out. Because the way he played in that game is not what we expected.
Right.
Both these guys this year have done that. Whatever book you have on them, you have to throw it away because you don't know what kind of game you're going to get from them. It seems like they might have a notebook.
I was saying that to Pink when I played him. I was like, shit, like he's improved a lot. His deking is like, yeah, that's the thing that stands out in this matchup. Like both these guys can deke so well. And yeah, Unholy's gotten a lot more like sound defensively. He's like before he was kind of just run and gun, but now his defense has gotten a lot better. And Pink, although I was looking at Pink's stats, he led up a lot of goals, which is surprising because he's really good with the manual.
Yeah, but his goaltender's not strong.
Oh, maybe that's why. Yeah.
This is why it might be.
This would be a high score. This would be a fun series. This would be a really high scoring.
The reason why I say it is Pat is Sumter's branding officer, as you watch.
Oh, right.
Like Sumter Trash, Waste Management.
Right.
I'm not sure what they're going to do for this series. But the other thing you have to think about as well is that goaltending in that series is going to be crucial because Pink does very good manual. Pat does not do manual. Or he doesn't rely on it.
Better, but no, yeah, it doesn't rely on it.
It doesn't rely on it. So it's whoever makes the least amount of mistakes with their manual goaltending because both of them can score.
Right.
That's not going to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a toss-up. That's a really, really good series, I think. I'll go Unholy 4-3 personally, but that, I don't know, that's a really tough one.
I'm going 4-2.
Okay.
The reason why I'm going 4-2 is Pink hasn't been there in a while.
Pink beat, I want to say Moses way back in the day.
Season 2.
Yeah, I mean, no, season 3, I think. Yeah.
2 or 3, something like that.
Yeah.
Because that was the year Moses, because the year after that, Moses beat King Raph. Moses beat King Raph in season 3 because King Raph left. Then season 4.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. It was the year after Pink beat him in the playoffs. Yeah.
It was just the other video finished editing. And
gotcha.
It popped up. So then Moses, he beat Moses the following year in season 4. So yeah, it's always good to remember who beat who in what series. You're like, oh yeah, then they were
Totally.
the following.
Totally.
But Unholy, he's always been snake bitten in the first round, and I
Well,
really
last
do.
year we played last year. We went to 7. I think I beat him in OT in game 7. Like it was a
I don't think he's ever
tough
gotten
series.
out of the first round.
No, he did. I played him in the second round the year before
Yeah, in
last
season
year.
6. In season 6.
Yeah, or maybe 3 years ago actually. Yeah.
But I do think Pat moves on.
I think so, but that's a tough series. Yeah.
Next one is another one that's very true to me. This is going to be an epic series. I
Okay.
do not care about any of these other series except this one. And I'm not being offensive. It's you got LHX, the Magic Man, and he is the Magic Man. Like the things he comes up with in a game, you're like, who the fuck does this? And the next thing you know, everybody else starts doing it. Then you have Klein, who used to use the down B in his cross crease. He doesn't do it anymore. He goes back to it if he has the angle on it, but he does it in so many different ways now, and his manual goaltending has improved. So with Klein, this is a toss-up. It really is. I just think LHX has been idle a little too long because normally he pushes the season pretty quickly. And Klein has been steady. He's been playing games regularly. He has the Q, which LHX does as well. But they both have the golden era. So, but Klein dropped out after 6 games. So it's kind of hard to gauge.
Right.
Whoever I choose, I could be wrong or right. It's the same thing with all series, but this one you could truly say it can go either way. And I truly think it's going to be a 4-3 series.
But who are you picking?
Mark, I'm sorry, but Klein.
Yeah, that's interesting. Didn't they play? Actually, I think they played 2 seasons ago when Klein made the conference finals. I think he beat LHX first round. I want to say.
I think he beat him in the first round. Then he beat somebody else to get to the conference finals. And then lost.
Yeah. I think that's right because I remember thinking that year that it's a kind of a good matchup for Klein. It's like offense defense matchup. LHX just won the Q though, right? Last season. Like he seems to be rolling now. They just played 4 games. I think LHX beat him 3. I just saw the box score, so I think I'd lean LHX, but yeah, this could go either way. I'll go 4-3. Yeah, probably 4-3 as well. LHX.
I'm giving it to Klein. They, like I said, regardless, it could be LHX or Klein. It doesn't matter. Now,
here we are.
Everybody wants to understand how to beat Bell. I'm not even going to tell you the series score.
4-zip?
No, I'm putting myself because I'm going to beat him. Now, I'll educate.
Nice.
I'll educate. Yeah. The reason why everybody thinks Bell is so difficult to beat because he's ruthless. Anybody who plays Bell, he's on you like shit on a gnat. He's like basically anything you can think of, he's on you nonstop. The only way you beat Bell is you have to do the exact same thing to him. Forecheck, back check, shoot everything possible, take every angle possible to score on him. Don't leave anything left on the map. Be like, oh, I'm trying to set this up and do this. Don't even bother. Try to take any angle you can. His weakness, though, is a clapper. Sean, you do not like down C's or up C's because I've done them as well.
Yeah, but that was a Solani clapper. I don't know if
doesn't
Alfie
matter.
Still has it.
Doesn't matter. I can use it. I did it to him in the queue. I scored 3 goals on him with slap shots. And he keeps saying it. Fucking clappers. His text messages to me are fucking clappers. That's all he says. So the thing is that yes, I rely on my clappers way too much, which I could probably tone it down a bit and not rely on it. But I've started using the fake shot.
The Moses
but
special.
I've been doing fake shot pass. So I wind up and then pass it down low, which makes the person overreact with their goalie. Because a lot of people now, I've noticed when I play them, their goalie is, say, here in the crease, and they move them up manually. So you pass it down to your winger. He can take a shot for one timer,
Okay.
or he can go in and just pump it in. But Bell, you beat him by attacking him the same way he attacks you. You might not have the skill set to do it, but stay on him like shit on rice or whatever you want to call it. That's the only way you can beat him. And Sean will admit when you're on him ruthlessly, he doesn't respond very well. In all my games,
I think he's a big believer in that style of just like pressure all the time, which like Red now plays that style pretty identically.
and that's
I don't know.
the only
I
way
can't do
you
it
beat
personally, but
the only way you beat that. You have to do the exact same thing.
yeah, I don't know. I can't do it well enough to like I can't play that style personally, but
I've looked at my last 3 seasons against Sean. I'm ahead of him in our head to head. I'm ahead of him by only 1 game.
Yeah,
but not many people can hang their hat on that.
Yeah, for sure.
And the funny thing is, he's outscored me in that series.
Okay.
But I'm ahead.
Okay.
You know how much he's outscored me by?
What?
11.
And you're up.
And I'm up in the series.
Okay.
The reason why is when he beats me, he blows me out.
Right.
Because I get over aggressive and then I don't focus. But when I focus and I play well, I beat him like 4-2 or 5-3 or 5-1. But he's beating me like 6-1 or 5-0.
So we're gonna see
so
some
the
blowouts.
Scores are fucking like
okay.
very lopsided either way. But our season series this year, I don't remember what our season series scores were. Let me just pull it up. Or are you already in it?
I can try to grab it here.
Just go on to the team page.
Yeah, let me take a look.
I think he beat me 5-1 and 6-1, and I beat him. What I think it's something like that.
Thunder Bay.
Yeah, you're on Italy.
Thunder Bay Pike here. Where are we?
I beat him 3-1 and 2-1 in regulation. And then he beat me 5-2 and 4-1.
Beat you 5-2 and 4-1.
So like you can see, I keep him scoring less, but when he scores on me, I can't score. So
what are you picking in this series? We got sweep or
no
5?
No 6.
6.
I'm beating him in 6. And
right.
It will be the end of Sean Bell.
Finish. He might just hang him up after this.
He'll do a call-in. I can't do this anymore. It's too stressful. Collin's a great guy, but he folds under pressure.
Couldn't handle it. Yeah.
No, he's like a hot
the whole friend group, I think, actually.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
Oh, well, I'm going Thunder Bay. Yeah, for sure.
You're probably going 4-0.
We'll go for 4-2. I think you might be able to get 2 off him. Yeah, you do play him well. Until I see Sean lose, I won't be picking against him.
I think there'll be a parade in the W City.
Oh yeah,
if I beat
100%.
Sean, everyone's just like somebody else is gonna win.
The first one to beat Sean, yeah, absolutely. That's
the funny thing is beat Sean in the first round.
Yeah, that'd be something. That'd be something. Yeah.
It would be I'd be the Brock Purdy right here.
Don't know. Brock Purdy.
NFL. There was a 7th round pick, Mr. Irrelevant, came in as the 3rd stringer. You ever seen the movie Any Given Sunday?
No.
Okay, regardless, I'd be the Brock Purdy. Some guys will know that. Either way, I'm the long shot.
So then it would be you and Klein 2nd round. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice.
Oh, I have some vengeance to take on this prick. But we'll start with Unholy and Segathon.
So they just played the 4-game set.
Unholy
won that, right? Yeah.
Unholy took 3 of them. But
I don't know.
It's regular season.
Playoff Sagathon's a different beast, and I'd like to pick Unholy because I'm sick of watching Sagathon play his style, but I think I'd have to go Sagathon here. I would go Sagathon, probably 4-2.
I'm going Unholy.
Okay.
4-2.
Okay.
I'm going based on recent trends. Recent trend right now, Unholy beats Segathon.
Okay.
So
Segathon can't
score.
Well.
He's not a scorer.
Yeah, he finds a way though in these playoffs, man. He's
dirty. He puts his feet up there. He talks about goats, and then gets into the game.
I thought I had him both these last 2 playoffs, and he just He just finds a
finds
way,
a
man.
way.
He just like
He just
grinds
finds a
out these
way.
wins. Yeah, yeah. He's a tough one to beat.
He's like a bot fly. Just throws his way into your head and just feels scratching all the time.
Yeah, it drives you a little crazy.
Yeah, a little. Me
All
and
right, what do
Klein.
you got in this one? Yeah, you and Klein.
I'm doing it because I hate him.
The Magnus run. Okay.
The only reason why I'm doing it, Klein might disagree. The last time we played, we went to 7. Game 7. My controller died. My player didn't move behind the net for 30 seconds.
Yeah, I remember watching that. Yeah, I watched that one. Yeah,
He
yeah,
went on and scored right away.
yeah. I remember that. I remember
Didn't
that.
pause
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
He says it's playoffs. It doesn't matter. I'm like, hey, it's unfair. I
Right.
never recovered and I lost 5-1.
Yeah. I remember
The
watching
funny
that
thing
series. That was a fun
was
series. Yeah, it was like
I
back and
was
forth.
down 3-1 and I came back to tie it.
Right.
And that's how you treat the series? Prick job. Prick job. That's a Philly ding dong fucking play right there. However, I do give him credit because it was only 1 goal and it was early. I had plenty of time to tie it up, but I was not in the right mental mind state. Now, I just beat Bell. Hypothetically, this is all hypothetical.
Yeah.
I just beat Bell.
Yeah.
I'm the new Bell. Come beat me, Bell.
Yeah,
if you take down the monster, you become the monster.
All right. We got a sweep over Klein?
No. I'm going to do the exact opposite. I'm going to beat him in 7.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to win on a down B. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a picture of a tool with Klein's head on it. Or a pylon. Down B it.
Down B, okay. Game 7, down B. You should write that on there. Yeah, down B, game 7. I got a whole different matchup in this one. I've got Thunder Bay and LHX. Who LHX probably plays Thunder Bay the hardest of anyone. So
based on consistency. Based on consistency and results.
I'll say Thunder Bay in 7 on that one.
The funny thing is with Sean, and I realize this, he always seems to take a break by game 3. Regardless of what the series is. Game 3, there's a break for like 10 minutes. And it always makes me wonder. I know he's probably smoking a blunt or doing something. But that fucker, for some reason, it screws up the momentum of anybody who he's playing against. And then he's just like, I can always start up and just beat everybody. It doesn't matter. But that person was relying on the momentum to carry them on, and it can't.
It's a good call, man. I just go on tilts. Like after a couple losses, I'm just like, fuck it. Let's just then I fly up the ice and give up breakaways and shit.
I'm almost tempted. Playoffs. If the person's local to you, you must play in person.
In person, that'd be pretty dope. Yeah.
You must play in person.
Right.
Therefore, there's no rationale. You can have somebody there doing the commentary, streaming it, whatever. That would be a new level of crazy. Sean wouldn't be able to come in. There's no way in fucking hell he's going to come from Thunder Bay.
Fly into Toronto.
Nah. But a series like me and Pat's, that could be done live.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Like Caden and Puss could technically be done live. Like there's series in here that can be done live. The Clinton, Gaelic and Blair can be done live.
Yeah. Should be. Yeah.
This one would be amazing if we were playing in February. You do it at high. You beat him on his own fucking turf, in his own tournament, in his own house.
And end of night Sagathon.
Oh yeah, that's what his new nickname would be. End the night. End the night with your toes.
So you got all right. I've got Sean and Sagathon. Yeah, the boring matchup.
Again, and you know what the thing is? Sean will beat Sagathon because Sagathon folds under pressure against Sean.
Yeah, that'll be a tough one again. Yeah, I'll go Sean back in the finals in 6. We'll say
against you. I say.
Well, I got Puss. Yeah, Sean.
But you got Puss. So it'll be Sean and Puss again, and Sean's gonna beat Puss because Puss fiddles again against Sean.
Yeah. So what do you have here? What do you have?
This fucking script has been written before. We have to stop it. I beat Pat.
You got you and me. Me and you finals.
I beat Pat in 6 because I beat him this season. I think both games. I think. Let me see. Where are you? San Diego. Unholy, where are you? I beat him. No, he beat me 2-1. and I beat him 4-3.
Okay, that would be a good battle. I would like to see that series.
I would win in 6.
All right, you'd beat Pat in
It would
6,
be
and then
you and me for the finals, which might be the most boringest finals ever. And it just happened to be you and me on this video. So
yeah, coincidence.
Coincidence in some degree. And I didn't do the forethought to thinking like 3 hours later that we'd be at this stage thinking this out. However, you and me, we've had our history.
Yeah.
We have our styles.
Yeah.
I personally think you would win it in 6. Just the way we play. I think
Well, it would be going 7. We'd alternate every game, so that would be
it would be an overtime game too.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty fucking crazy.
But so you're picking me over you in the finals. That's your pick?
I'm picking you over me in the finals.
Okay. All right.
But the reason why I'm thinking of this would be the first time Sean would be on the golf course with the finals is going.
Yeah. I'll be pushing for the draft, eh?
Oh fuck. He's gonna have to shake things up. He changed his team in the queue because he lost in the conference finals.
Shit. Okay.
He's just like, I don't want this bunch of losers. I need a new team. So he brought back the Cam River Brown Bears, which he used in season 1 of
he changed his entire team name. Oh
name,
shit.
Logo, everything.
Oh wow.
He's like, fuck this. I don't want losers. And he had just won 4 titles in a row.
So you're saying you're putting an end to
Thunder Bay Pike
then, eh? They're done.
I'm putting them on the smoker, and that's it.
All right.
Loch Ness. He's the Loch Ness monster. Somebody's got to eventually find it. He is the fucking Bigfoot that somebody has to eventually capture and end it.
You're taking him down. All right.
I'm taking him down. Fuck this. I'm sick and tired of having these conversations, and I'm getting. You know what? It's been actually somewhat nice when I'm doing the mod. I don't have to change Thunder Bay Pike as the season champion. I just got to choose the number. Season 7 now is Thunder Bay Pike again. Oh, 6 years in a row.
In mine, I'll pick Puss over Sean in this one, which I didn't think I would, but Puss is playing pretty well right now, so I'll say he gets.
I would say Puss might be able to pull it off this year, but he lost 4-2 and 4-0 in the 2 finals he's played.
Didn't he trade like some of his good players? I didn't really factor that in.
I traded him McGillney, and he hasn't played him with McGillney yet.
Oh, he's dominant with McGillney. I think he traded Deadmarsh for someone, and Brindamore. So actually, his team's not as good right now. Yeah, right. So he doesn't really have a righty. Yeah, I don't know actually. All right, I'll stick with Puss, but maybe not. I'll go Puss in 7 over Sean.
There you go. So I have you over me in 6, and you have Puss over Sean in 7.
Yeah. And I have a question before we go to about the draft. Are we gonna try to do the live thing, like the one day? Yeah, nice.
That's why I'm trying to just do one draft pick.
What do you mean?
So it's getting to the point where the second round is completely useless.
Oh yeah, 1 round. I got you. Yeah.
And likelihood the second round already at the point it is the second round is normally the order in which you finish the season, which you would also be waiver wire eligible.
Right.
So instead of having half the draft being delayed by people that are going to eventually pass, it's best to just start the waiver wire in the second round.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just start the waiver wire and like mix those people in with the waivers. Yeah, 100%.
And then you only have 1 round.
Right. Just keep that order. Keep that same order for
waiver order. So nothing changes. Yeah. But we do it live like this.
Yeah.
So I'd have the logo, the name, draft order.
Yeah.
Do it like over like a 6-hour period or something like that. And I think if everybody's like on board knowing that like, hey, this day here, you only have to do 1 pick.
Yeah.
And that's it. Everything's going to be recorded, so you don't have to like, oh, I don't want to be around. You can watch it later. Just be available for your pick. And that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Else, the next text you say you're up in the draft. You're 3rd from now. Get ready.
Yeah, I think as long as there's like notice, just give people a heads up. It's going to be on this day. Then 100%. Yeah, I don't see why not. And like if I know golfer's not coming back, but if he was, then I would just be like, hey, I'll either pick for him or I'll like he can message me. I'll just message him, kind of thing.
It would be similar to the NFL. You miss your pick, like you don't get it in.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a time slot. If we're doing it in one day, say over 6 hours, just saying we're 30 teams.
Right.
That's 360 minutes. That means you have 12 minutes to make your pick. For everybody, or let's say 10 minutes. Make your pick. If you don't make your pick in 10 minutes, the next team gets to come up and pick.
Oh, until you show up. Yeah.
Until you show up. So you keep following until you make your pick. So if
Right.
you can just dedicate 10 minutes to the whole draft process,
Yeah, yeah.
you only have to pick one person. So
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
I guess
have
you'd
the
know
rookies.
if there's a set time as well, you'd know if I have the 10th pick in the draft, I'm going to be picking within an hour and a half roughly. So check back in an hour.
Even if we do it over a whole day,
Yeah,
just say we do it over a whole day.
yeah, I think that makes
And
sense.
I do small videos when every time somebody does their pick, I say Caledonia Corvers are on the clock. They have
Yeah,
now selected for XYZ
right.
from whatever. This team is next on the clock. As long as it's done over a whole day, I can at least put time slots for everybody saying, this is when you're going to need to pick.
Right. 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 Yeah, exactly.
Because if they
Yeah.
have that, then they're like, hey, 7 o'clock at night, I'm up.
Yeah, 100%. Like the only negative, like I'm just thinking in terms of like if I'm like working or some shit, I'll have an hour where I can't check my phone, but I could just message
But
you
the thing
ahead
is,
of time.
but the
Or
thing
yeah,
is, though, is that I'm going to be sending everybody the rookie list,
right.
like the top 50 rookies.
Yeah, so you could have
So
a
then you
list
have the
ready.
list.
Yeah.
So the thing is that I can send it to everybody in Discord
Right.
as like a link or whatever, and you can just click on it and it'll show you who's gone, who's left.
Right.
So then you can always just update it and be like, okay, this guy's gone, whatever. Now who's my next pick?
Right.
And then
Right.
you can also even send your picks in early so that draft moves along quicker. So
Yeah.
whoever's number
Yeah.
one, if they already know who they want, that's how I did this last draft. Is I asked everybody, the two people that were in the finals, I said, who do you want? They said, I want him and I want him. I'm like, okay, both of you not choosing the same players.
Right.
I'll put both your picks. It doesn't matter the order.
Yeah, yeah,
Put
yeah,
your picks in, we
exactly,
can start the
exactly.
next round.
Those picks are gone. Yeah, yeah. And then the
Yeah,
lottery. How does the lottery thing? Like I know you've been doing it in the
I'm
queue. I
gonna draw it.
haven't.
I'm gonna draw it.
Yeah.
Find somewhere nice to put it. Where's my?
So you said it's the top 10. It'll be the top 10.
Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna have to write this in a way. Does this? Can you see the one? Yeah, okay, that's good enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that visible enough? Yeah.
So you basically know the order now, then, eh? For
kind of.
except for number one.
Yeah. So basically, the way I did it is that the NHL uses a percentage to calculate who's going to be picked.
Okay.
But since we don't do that, we do a wheel.
Okay.
So the way I do it is that obviously the number one pick, you want that person to have the best odds.
Right.
But if you're putting them into a wheel, you have to put them with the least amount of odds.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I say like they only get 2 slots.
Okay.
Maybe I should use a different color.
Yeah, use red. Use red if you have it there. Yeah.
I do. You got top 3. I don't know what top 3. They get 2 spots.
Okay.
So they get 2 slices in the whole pizza. Then 2 gets 4.
Okay.
Then it's 6 and 7.
Okay.
Then 9 and 10.
Okay.
I have it written down. 13, 14.
Okay.
Then it's 20 and 26. It doesn't come to 100, but it just shows that like the likelihood that number 10 is going to be selected before them all is higher on a wheel that it's going to occur.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Which is why when you're doing a lottery, you want to start from the latest to the first.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. So then the first name that comes up will be the 10th pick. Gotcha. Okay.
And then the 9th. But once the 10th pick is done, all those spots for that person are removed.
Right. Okay.
So then you start the wheel again without their numbers in there. So you go to 9, you still have 20 spots.
Yep.
Likelihood that 20 will be picked before any of these ones because he has 20 more odds.
Right.
Or entries.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, that'll be that's dope.
So the thing is, you win the shitty bill for this season at least.
Yeah.
You get this.
Right. But you could, yeah, you have a 2% chance to to actually
or you got 2 entries.
2 entries out of however many. Yeah.
You'll get it. But it happened last season. Matty A had this pick.
Yeah.
Sean had this one. And they flipped.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
So the thing is, when you go further down, you only got a couple spots. So the likelihood, you can go from 3 to 1.
Right.
Because there's only 12 spots in the whole thing. You got half of them, but
Yep.
there's still a chance you can get up there easier than if you were, like, say, over here, where you have
Right.
10 entries and you still have all these other people ahead of you.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great system.
So in the queue last season, I was here.
Yep.
I fell to here.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So it's all going to be mixed up. Okay. That's
So
great.
there's
Yeah.
no guarantee just because you have a bad year that
Yeah,
you're going
yeah,
to
yeah.
guarantee the top spot.
That's awesome. Yeah. Much better system. I liked it a lot.
So the thing is that if you're a team that trades your lottery pick, because you won't, like Matty and Yoda did.
Yeah.
That's fine. That other person just gets that many more entries. So
Right.
the likelihood is, say you have 4, 3, and 1, or let's just say 2, 3, and 7. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
like
13,
Richfield.
13, 4, and 6. Now you have 23 odds. You're falling over here now. Even though you got those top 3, those higher end picks, there's a more likelihood that you'll slip one of your picks.
Yeah, one of them, yeah.
One of your picks is gonna slide. So the thing is that, okay, if you're over here, you were supposed to be 7, you had 13 entries. You'll lose your 13, then your odds over here are still good.
Right.
But if I say you're over here at 7, and you still have 23 slots, their likelihood that these picks are going to be pushed further out. Right. So Blair thinks he's smart in getting those top picks. He is. But he's running a risk of losing out players in this area where he thinks he might fall.
Right.
Where he could more fall down over here. So the draft lottery, I think, is a lot more fun. It's on a wheel, so it's not me controlling it.
Yeah,
everybody's
that's
got
awesome.
Everybody's got their entries, and there's nobody that's like, well, you did this because of this. No, the wheel has not lied to us yet.
Must watch TV there.
That's why everybody loves the wheel for everything. That's why there's a wheel for your team.
Yeah.
So if everybody sees that, now the wheel, the way it's going to work, not for the draft, but for your team. So you have your goalie, your 2 defensemen.
Oh, for the guys that are losing players?
Yeah, I'm going to remind them. So you get a wheel.
This is good stuff, yeah.
You get your goalie, your defense, your forward, your forward, your forward. You have no decision in who goes in here.
Right.
Your only decision is which order.
Right.
Doesn't mean shit, but you have some kind of control.
What do you mean? You get to choose the order you want it in the wheel?
Yeah. But it's random, so you don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Kind of control, but it doesn't matter. Right. It really doesn't matter. If it starts on your goalie, it can still end on your goalie.
Right.
That's the great thing about wheels. But regardless, your whole fucking starting roster ends up here. Your whole starting fucking roster. Get that?
That's great.
Stop refereeing. Become a
all right. No, I'm rooting for people to not finish now. This is dope. Yeah.
So that will be the draft. This will be before the draft happens.
Right.
Season ends because this doesn't happen.
Right.
Once this happens, this happens.
Yeah.
Because if, like, just say, let's hypothetically say Boyd doesn't finish, this team goes into the wheel right away.
Right.
He doesn't lose that player for the playoffs.
Right. But you'll know. Yeah. Good call.
Those players have to go into the draft.
Right.
So interesting.
Wow, that's good stuff. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that draft lottery though. Can you post that like ahead of time?
Well, there's one on YouTube with what we did with the queue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to see how that works.
It's not like crazy animations or anything like that, but you got me talking about the picks when they're being picked up.
That'll be huge this year, I feel.
Next season, when we're talking about season 9.
Yeah.
So these 2 lines here, you'll have your Bruley, your top 16.
Okay.
No more conferences, no more divisions.
Okay.
No more.
All together. Okay.
All together.
Okay.
There's no best 16 players will play.
Good.
You play everybody 2 times.
Okay.
So for 30 teams, you play 60 games. No, 58. So we're gonna have less games.
Okay.
I know everyone's gonna complain, well, what about the records and stuff like that? You know what? Do the records really matter?
Yeah, whatever.
They're just a visual, like,
58 is good.
I had the
Yeah,
best
it's a better,
scorer in one season,
better.
whatever.
Yeah.
Some, you know what? We're at the point where these are Gretzky numbers we're putting up. Let them be Gretzky numbers. Let them stay like that.
Yeah.
But so you play everybody twice, so 58 games. It'll be less hassle for everybody. And also at the same time, too, you only have to play that person twice. So if you have a 4-game set, it makes it very difficult to get 4 games in with somebody.
Right.
But at least with this, you'll have the best 16 teams playing.
Gotcha.
Regardless of order. Tops 1 plays 16, 2 plays 15, so on and so forth. It'll be like a Sweet 16.
Right.
That's pretty much what you're doing. But there's not 2 sides. You got everybody meeting at one point. Next one, you have not 9. It's 17 to. I'm going on the hypothetical if we're 30 teams.
24 or something, yeah.
If we're 30 teams. Even if we're 31, that's the great thing about this way it's going to be set up. It doesn't matter how many teams we have.
Right.
The games doesn't matter because you play everybody twice. This is what we did season 1. It made things extremely easy to get your 2 games in and you're done with that person.
Right.
So it'll be 17 to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 17 to 24 will compete here. Okay. And then you have 25 to 30, 31, 32.
Okay.
Regardless of who it is.
And that last group.
The last group of 8. So the last group of 8. Last group of 8 are the top 8 in the lottery moving forward.
Right.
So it doesn't matter where they finish. They play everybody about the same level. Everybody has a competition to get the first overall, regardless if they're Matty who finished dead last or Chalky who just missed out on the playoffs.
Right. Okay.
It doesn't matter who it is. They all have a chance to get to the finals. And what we saw in the golden era, Matty can win series when he's playing somebody around at the same level as him.
Right. Yeah.
So these are the top 8, no matter what.
Okay.
So that's fine. Then you have your next 8. The 2 finalists of these 8 get picked 9 and 10.
Right. Okay.
Which is your draft lottery teams.
The 9 and like the 9 and 10 slot in the lottery, or the picks automatically. The lottery.
You have to win this. You have to get to the final of this section.
Yeah.
You get to pick 9 and 10. So just say you were team 17 who just missed out. Yep. You can still move yourself up into the top 10 of the draft. Doesn't necessarily mean you'll get to move all the way up, right. But likelihood you'll be in the 9, 10, 8 slot.
Gotcha.
You still have a chance to have something good.
Okay.
But you're not
I like that.
First overall, which should be for these teams down here, should be the first overall.
Yep.
We've had this discussion a number of times. And then these ones here are the only ones will be seated in the draft based on record, not regular season record. How far did you get? So the top 16, regardless of how your season ended, your draft position is based on where you're eliminated. Your record will determine that as well. So if you're first round exit, you were the best team of the 8 teams that were first round exits, you will get the 8th worst of those 8 teams.
Right.
But if you're like a Cinderella team and you go all the way along, your draft pick ends up later in the draft.
Yeah, I like this. I like this system. That's good.
So the Bruley's the only one where you get penalized for going deeper.
2, 3, 4. So the 8 would be that last group then, eh? That would be in the. I'm just trying to I'm just like looking at the standings now, like who would be like this year, the bottom 8.
So the bottom 8 would be like just like hypothetically say it would be Wolf, Pink, and Nui, and let's say Klein.
Oh, that yeah. Okay. I was meaning like the bottom 8 of
the whole league,
like the very bottom group. Yeah, the very bottom.
Oh, that would be Matty Will, Yoda, Techno John, Chalk, Dink, Baytown. Is that 6?
Chalk. Wait, Matty A, Wolf, Will, sorry. Matty A, Will, Yoda, Dink, Tecmo is 5.
Chalk,
Chalk, Jer, and Golfer would be the bottom 8.
that would be the autumn, the 8, and then whoever else would replace
Yeah,
Golfer.
yeah. Wow, Chalk would crush that. Yeah, okay.
But that would be your bottom 8, and they're guaranteed top 8 picks. If
Okay.
they trade their pick away,
Yep.
you can do that. However, it doesn't mean
and
you're guaranteed a top
and it
pick.
would be the same. It would be the same. Like the winner of that gets just the best percentage. Like not the automatic first pick.
Correct.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot.
So it gives incentive to the teams that are in here not to tank, because you can still get up to here. You can get in the dents. If you do miss out, you still have a chance to get something of a top 10.
Right.
Not guaranteed, but you have to go through the bracket of 8 teams, which is you only have to win 3 series.
That's kind of good. Yeah, I like that a lot. And that'll play for pride as well. And
you're playing for pride. You're like, you know what, I missed out, but I'm still going to make good on it. And then the bottom 8 teams are the teams that deserve and need to have.
Yeah. I agree.
So that
I like this change.
The whole trading up and everything else like that. If the player wants to trade their top pick after the lottery's done because they can get a haul, have at it.
Yeah.
But this year, I'm putting values on picks. Like the NFL draft, there's point values.
Okay.
You can't trade your pick unless the score is equal or better. So let's say a first round pick, number 1 overall, is worth, let's say, 1,000 points. Your number 2 is worth 800. Then you got 750, 700, 625. So you'll see you're here at 5 and you want to move up to 1. You have 625 points. The only way you get up there, you have to find another 375. That's your players' ratings.
So are you going to rate every player in the league by these points?
We already do. They're overalls.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
How many seasons does he have left?
Gotcha. Okay.
If he's got 4 years left and he's a 70, that's only 280. You got to put more in there to get it.
Right.
He's 80 overall for the rest of his career. That's only 320. You're still short.
Right.
You have to give up stuff to get good stuff. I think this should be somewhat lenient to a degree, because I don't want to penalize people that are trying to make a deal because they like a player and they prefer to have it. They're willing to give up more. Or a player was like, hey, you know what? Like, I want that player. I just want their first round pick. I don't really care about like the numbers. This is a suggestion. I'm gonna numbers to see if it makes sense.
The one thing that I was thinking, because I think we've seen in these seasons the new manager trading a first round pick, and I don't know if this actually makes sense, but like, is there a way to like restrict this new manager from trading picks? Because I think they get ripped off by other managers when they don't know like what's going on. So at least like they have a year and then they can decide it. That's fine. But like the first year,
given that we only have one coach that's technically new, is Will. His first round pick is not available.
Yeah, good.
So everybody's hearing it on the video. Even if he wants to trade it, it can't.
Yeah. If he wants to trade next year, then like, yeah, exactly.
You trade your futures. You trade your futures all you want, but you have to keep this one.
Or play a season before you trade picks or something. I feel like people don't grasp the draft pick thing. Like if I came in the league, I would have no idea how it works. So I think that's huge. Yeah.
I'm even partial to blame for not like maybe making it more visible. There's a lot of things in the league I feel like that I need to outline permanently so people understand this is the way it is. No matter what you want to do or try to do things, this is the rules.
Right.
I think we're at a point now where if we got 31 guys in this league, there's not many leagues out there that you can get 30 some odd guys committed to play a fucking video game online against each other for 2 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Good luck finding that. 94 do an amazing job, but it's not always the same 30 plus guys. Yeah, it might be 30 plus guys, but they're divided into 2 or 3 divisions.
Right. And
they only play each other. So if it's like 8 in this one, only those 8 play each other. They don't have to worry about playing the other 2 divisions.
Right. Yeah, we're playing.
We are a unique league, and everyone should understand to some degree that we have something special.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, I'm the maestro, and I put stuff together for all of this. But a lot of the guys in the league, you're the reason why we got the league where it is, because you play your games, you're involved. Even golfer, as much as if he wasn't involved, he still played his games. You can be as involved as much as you want as long as your games are played. I don't give a fuck.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
But a lot of these guys in the league, they love this shit. I love it. Why?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah.
Whiteboards.
Yeah.
I fucking
it's great.
printed.
Yeah. It's
I fucking printed the fucking logos
That's
on
dope.
paper
nice.
to business cards that have tacky sides, so I can do this.
That's great. I like
And
that.
then
I
I
like
also
that.
have the fucking border
Oh, nice.
to Sugar Valley. And even got that.
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah.
The funny thing is I got another board just over there on that wall that has the vintage, the Q, and the golden era.
Okay.
And then I even got this above each league so that I know where everything is.
Nice.
And then you even got your conferences.
Oh, nice.
That's why
that's the one thing I never like pay attention to, the conference name. Prince of Wales,
Yeah,
Campbell. I've never
next
looked
season,
at that. Yeah.
instead of having like the little name tags like this and this, I'm trying to do something more like this where it has the team banner at the top and then the logo.
Okay.
So it's more open, bigger to see. But regardless.
Cool. Yeah, the one, what was I just gonna say? Oh yeah, I forgot.
Because we have the team penalties now, the draft. So how you get penalized if you don't finish your season.
Right.
Ideally now with the new structure for season 9, we should be able to get 3 seasons done easily.
Yeah, I think so.
2 months seems feasible for 58 games.
Yeah, something like that. What did we do for this
feasible.
one?
This one we're rolling into August, September, October. No, we actually started in July.
End of July, yeah.
End of July, and we're at the end of October. So 3 months to play 76. If we could go through, like, then with the playoffs, if it's like this, it takes longer because there's more matchups.
Like I personally prefer more time for the playoffs and less for the season, like because I actually want to watch all the series in the playoffs. So I think we should have like one matchup a night kind of thing, and
so that whole I don't know who posted it. I think it might have been Salvo or somebody else. They said it was Hoff. It was Caden. He says, remember this games of the week?
Right.
We don't have games of the week anymore. We don't have anybody like announcing other people's games. Right. We have other people streaming their own games, but nobody announcing them. So
yeah, which is sweet in the playoffs to have that, and then have like every series should be streamed in the playoffs. Like just reach out. There's enough people. Someone. I
think that should be like a mandate. Is that if you can't stream, find a connection where you can join so somebody else can.
100%. Like it's not hard to do. Just reach out at least.
And if you can't commentary, you know what? You can easily make your screen visible on Discord. Yeah. And somebody else can do it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You can share your screen.
Right.
So we can easily do that as well. Yeah. But given that, we have
so who do you think's not going to make it? I have one more question. Who do you think's not going to make it this time? What are your actual predictions of who's not going to finish games? Lloyd
and Vic.
Lloyd and Vic? Oh, you don't think so? When is Vic back from vacation?
Tomorrow. But he has until Sunday.
Oof. Sunday's the deadline, eh?
Sunday's the deadline until midnight.
Okay.
Because once Monday rolls over, I don't care. I care about like if you had to wait 3 months to play your games. Yeah. I understand shit happens. I understand. I've gone through it. I had my year end, a death in the family, a move, all that shit, and I still got all my games done in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm a unique animal, so the good thing is there's other people that are not as unique as I am. I'm a fucking hermit, I'd say, even to some degree. Yeah. But big thing is a lot of people, you have kids, you got sports. I know Klein's got football. I know Puss has got his sons for football. People have like carpooling their kids to ballet and all that shit. I understand. Yeah. I'm not going to fault you for that. However, you got 3 months.
Yeah. No, exactly. There's plenty of time.
That leave of absence, so we put into Discord has helped drastically in mitigating, hey, I'm going to be away from these games. I almost think to some degree, league games or games tag needs to disappear. You know who you need to play. Google
Oh
Sheets
yeah.
are there. It tells you it is. Go DM.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to go into the season games, do not tag everybody. Just say, I'm available for games. Because people will go, like the avid people that I think we're about 20 guys in
Right.
the league that are on Discord quite frequently.
Yeah.
Whenever you get a notification of a new post,
Yeah.
it lights up white. So people are going to go into it and see what it is.
Yeah.
If they want to play, they're going to come and look for you as well.
Yeah, or just DM the people that you have to
Or
play,
just
like set up
DM
a
them. It's
time.
the season games should be more for, hey, you know what, this is when games should be played, or even season games
I
is
think it
something.
works to just say like, hey, I'm here. Is anybody around?
Yeah,
So I don't have to
that's it. You
DM
don't need to
everyone.
tag
But
you don't need to tag the whole league. You can just
yeah,
tag the guys you want to. If you don't want to DM them, you want to tag them in the season games, fine.
right.
That's great because then they can come into there and see anybody else who might be in there as well. That's
Yeah, and it also is like I can DM Lloyd, for example, like the whole season and not get a response. So, like it does show some like accountability in that as
yeah, it
well.
does.
To put it on.
And the thing is, everybody's gonna bitch and moan about it. Everybody says, why did you extend the season by 3 days? Vic did the great thing. He messaged me and says,
Yeah.
hey, listen, I'm going to be away for the end of the season. I can't guarantee that I can get all my games in before that deadline on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But if you gave me the weekend to finish them out, I guarantee I can get them done.
Right.
That's communication. I have no problem extending it by 3 days. We're already at 3 months. What's 3 extra days?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I give it to the guy because he communicated.
Right.
If you don't communicate, fuck you. Like Golfer Gibb,
Yeah.
he doesn't communicate, but when he's on, he plays.
Yeah.
There's guys like that, like they never communicate.
Yeah.
But they get on, they say, I'm here for games, and then people jump on, they play them, and it's done.
Yeah.
You
Or
get guys who are like Lloyd who are always on and never playing.
right.
Like, come on. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
at
gonna
60.
hold
We'll see. I'm a little concerned about Tecmo John to finish, to be honest. Like
if he
58,
doesn't if he
that's a
doesn't
lot of
finish,
games.
he has a lot of games, but he's the type of guy he can hammer out games.
Yeah, I hope so. Because he's got a lot of important games too. So hopefully he shows up.
But
That could
that's
be
the thing is
nice.
with Techno John is that if he gets on a run, like playing a lot of games, he can upset people that we that I
Right.
might need them to lose to.
Yeah. This could work out well for you, eh?
It could,
Get him on
but
a roll.
I only need 2 people to lose. Everybody else has already pretty much set their dance cards.
Right.
If Nui loses to Techno John, I will fucking run naked in my yard and videotape it. I do not care. If I get into the Brulee, I've been way too long. I need to make noise again. And if the noise involves eliminating your brother, so everybody else has a chance. I don't care if I lost in the next round.
Right.
I would just quit. I'd be like, here, you take this serious. I want somebody else to win it.
Like
I
George
need to beat
Costanza,
Sean. If
just
I
leave
get
on a
in,
high
I'm
note.
beating Sean.
Yeah.
I will, after every game, I'll take 15 minutes between each game. Fuck with his head.
So you need Nui and Vic. Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. Yeah.
I don't think Vic is going to finish his games because of the time
Right.
that he has.
Right.
It's
If he
not
comes on
that
earlier, then he will, but
I don't think he's not capable of finishing. I just
right.
think that he's not capable given the time frame that he gives people.
Right.
That's understandable. Full-time job, 2 young kids, really hard to get on. And then when he has time, like he has to give to his wife and everything like that, he gets on late. Understandable. I'm not going to fault him for that.
Right.
Hard thing is, if he got on early, because like his wife takes the kids out and he's got like a full afternoon, it's almost like, hey guys, get on there and play him if you can to get the season done.
Totally. Enough guys are around, but I'm just looking at like him playing. I don't know if he has to play Tecmo John or like Golfer. Golfer
He's
just
not.
won't
I
be
don't
on
see
that
those
late.
games
They
being
have
played.
to like set up a time, which I just like no, like I know
And
Golfer, he's not going to do that, so it has
and
to
this
be.
is the thing. This is the thing too, is that, and to some degree, it makes sense a little bit, but at the same time too, it doesn't. With Golfer leaving, it makes things a little bit easier because even if he gets penalized, his team's disappearing anyways.
True.
But
Yeah,
if he has guys like Vic to play,
Yeah.
Vic misses the playoffs by say 2 points because he didn't play Golfer.
Yeah.
You had 3 months.
Yeah, exactly,
You had
exactly.
3 months.
You can't really fault them at that point.
If there's somebody you know you have history and difficulty in getting a hold of, get them
100%.
done early in the
Yes, 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 100%,
I
100%.
almost think to some degree we should have a dedicated day, like say 7 o'clock at night to say 11. Book that time from your family away. Say, I have to play games to finish my season. I'm not saying let's do that, but I think that might be good to get like hang out some games.
Yeah.
Everybody could be available.
Well, just at least against the people that you know are not going to be on. Like that's the thing that gets me. It's like when some of these guys are on, like I'll see Golfer, for example, post, and then like other people will be playing each other. Let's say like, two people that are always on, and it's you just gotta like grab these guys that are not on a lot, you have to like prioritize them.
And it's funny too, because I go look at all my chats. Like to some degree, I'm almost tempted. I've reached out to Sammy Smith and
Oh yeah.
I mentioned it. He says, get back to me later in the year, kind of thing. So I'm like, if Golfer leaves, Sammy would be a perfect person to slide in there.
Yeah.
A perfect person. He streams, he's always on. He's reliable for that. Not saying that Golfer isn't. It's just that Golfer doesn't do the things Sammy does,
Yeah.
but Golfer still plays his games.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah, if we wanted, or well, what do we have? 30 now? If
we have
him
30.
and
We
him
have
and
31
Pizzle,
because Pizzle's gone.
Pizzle's gone too, so
So we got
30.
30. So no,
30.
actually, no, I'm not going to even bother.
Right.
We'll leave it at 30 because then it's top 16 and 14. Then you have 6 in the middle, 8 at the bottom. You get the top 2 get basically a bye, and the other 4 play each other. It's kind of like the conference finals in football. You always get a first round bye kind of thing.
Right.
Or maybe do a round robin where you play everybody twice.
Yeah, I could do that. Like that's what I'm trying in the like chess league. I'm trying like like a second thing round robin. For the
Yeah,
first time.
so
I've
I'm
never
kind
done
of
that.
thinking like I have that in the golden era where the 3 finalists, so the 3 division winners, play a round robin. They play each other twice, and the
Oh,
best 2 teams play each other in the finals.
oh, interesting. Okay.
So maybe I might do that. Is where
So you
if
mean
you
like a winner of A, winner of B, and winner of C will do a round robin? Oh, interesting. Okay. I
so
never
it gives the guy in C, hey, am I good
shots.
enough to play in B?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay. Cool.
something
Cool.
like that. I don't know. But the thing is, this is another thing I'm gonna have to bring it up. Golden era, if you move up and you want, this is the thing, you have the choice to.
Okay.
Don't
I
want
like
to,
that.
you don't have to.
Yeah.
If you want to, you forfeit your team's roster.
You forfeit your team's roster. Okay.
And then you move into the
You have to
next division
draft
up
again.
and you take what's available for
Oh,
free agents.
okay. From the disbanded
So
team.
if a team disbands and
Yeah.
you want to move up, you take over their team.
Okay. That makes sense.
So then
Because
there's no
each
drafting and
division
there's no
has, yeah, each division has like these disbanded teams. Okay.
like
Makes sense.
Klein and Wolf dropped out. So if somebody in C wants to move up, they would take over Wolf's team.
Right. Right.
If somebody moves up from B and wants to play, they would take over Klein's team.
Right.
Because then the roster's already made. You don't have to do any drafting. You just got to change the logos, or basically forget the logos. You keep your team's logo, just take that roster and put it on yours instead.
Right. Right. Right.
Because eventually it's going to be is that you only have a few people, and that's why I like the vintage league. We only have 6 teams in the whole league.
Okay.
So, any other questions?
Cool. No, sounds good, man. Sounds really good. Yeah, looking forward
All
to
right,
these
everybody.
playoffs.
So that was your playoff, Magnus's view of the playoffs, and NatBell's view of what should actually happen. Season 9 outlook, drafts, and future leagues. I'll come up with another episode of information, but other than that, get your fucking games in. Lloyd, your name is going to be on. I already got your wheel ready for you. I really do. I have Lloyd's wheel already ready. Him and Vince.
Change the order though. So that's...
No, I'm taking that away. I said
for Lloyd.
You fucked around. I'm not going to give you any benefit.
Yeah.
All right. Keep it groovy, guys. See you on the flip side. And Sean, if I do get to the playoffs, watch out. I'll be in the curtains waiting to molest you. All right, Bell.
All right, see ya.